today is the 26th of February 2024, and this will be our third video on the histogram, okay, that we have been looking at. Thank you everyone who have subscribed. I've seen that if you have subscribed, thank you very much. And I have a follower in Rumble, which I appreciate a lot. Thank you very much. Okay, share it, please like, please follow. Okay, anything you can do to get other people to watch our video so that they can also, if you know somebody who is going to write exam in a couple of months, just show them our video. If they like it, well, that is good. If they don't like it, maybe they have other means, but they could do with the extra help. Okay, you don't know, some people might be struggling, but they might not see anything. Okay, but at times I've learned that if you're struggling with something and you don't say anything, nothing happens. At times you might have to get the help needed to solve a problem, or you might have to go the further mile to do something to help yourself. Because if you don't help yourself and you think, oh, I did this so other people will do that, some people don't understand that unless they are being forced to do what they have to do. Okay, so please share it, like it. Okay, share it on your platform, give us good comments. Okay, and before you subscribe, okay, it's very important, don't use somebody's account without their permission. Okay, because of scammers. Okay, and also it doesn't sound right. You need somebody's permission to use their stuff. Okay, so, and in this day and age where maybe what you write maybe in a few years time can be used against you. Okay, so don't go and use somebody else's account and then you'll be putting up comments and then maybe they didn't write it and they have to defend themselves. Okay, please don't do that. Okay, I assume that I'm talking to some good people here. Okay, so please, in the comment section you see me write, please follow my notes/scripts. It's very important. Like, I've just done these notes. Okay, and guess for instance, this is a right angle triangle here. Okay, that is 90, that is 6 centimeters, and that is 8 centimeters. So assuming that you had 6 here, there is 6 centimeters. Okay, if you had 8, is 8 centimeters, is a length. Okay, so please follow my notes/scripts. Okay, I'll appreciate that a lot. beware of scammers, please. Okay, beware of scammers. Okay, I get emails all the time, or that I should I've got a parcel waiting for me somewhere. I know it's a lie. So things like that, you don't go after it. I get friend requests. Okay, at times they are genuine, at times they are not. But at times too, you can read behind the lines. If somebody send you a friend request, for instance, in my name, and you think I'm the one chatting with you, I'm not the one. Okay, unless if you leave a comment, I would answer back in the comment section for everybody to see. Okay, we are not here to scam people, and if somebody is asking you for donation under this platform, ignore it. If I want you to do that, I will say it to you. I'm not collecting donations for orphanages, seriously ill people, amputees, all those things that they keep on saying. But if I want to do that, I will let you know. Okay, so please don't fall for it. Please don't. We did a video. We've so far done 2 videos on histogram. Okay, we've done the archive, the cumulative frequency curve, and then we are looking at the histogram now. Sorry, watch last video for recap. Okay, it will help you a lot. Okay, now at times, if you are doing a higher paper, then I think you need some of these things. Okay, because as we introduce the topic, I'll solve questions, and then if I get a past paper that involves that, I'll bring it. But if you're just doing a foundation paper, maybe you're a parent and you're going back into education and you just want a C, you just want that C grade to go into an access course, well, it's good. Okay, so then you don't need some of this video, but I want to start putting some of the foundation questions in the starter. Okay, but in case maybe you just want to push yourself and get a B or an A grade or an A star, then maybe some of this part of the video might be yours. And also, if you are home and you're a parent trying to get back into education, at the end of the day, if your kids are asleep and you have that peace and quiet, maybe before you close the day, you can just watch a video, and then wrap your head around it, depending on what topic you are doing. So the video will also come handy for you. Okay, and then you'll be able to focus. Take it a little bit at a time, because you still have a couple of months if you are doing exam in the next few months. So if you even do one and learn one question properly every day, and it comes to the test, then that you've won then. Okay, but trust me, you don't need to answer all the questions to get an A star to C grade. Okay, even if you answer 60% right and you go through and that is what you write, you still get that C grade. Okay, but don't try and answer everything and then you get 1 mark there, 2 mark there. At times that is not a good strategy. Just systematically work yourself through the questions. That's why you need to be calm and work through the questions gradually. And then if you got 60 out of 100, that will guarantee you a very good grade. Okay, even if it's a C or a top, a higher C. Okay, now this is Pythagoras theorem, and they said we should find BC, that is B and that is C, and this is a past paper foundation non-calculator. Okay, and I saw it and I thought, because we've done a lot of Pythagoras, I wanted to bring this in the starter question, which will be good for the foundation student, and it will also help the higher student, because the fact that it's a foundation paper doesn't mean that it can come in the higher. It could come, or something similar to could come. Okay, now non-calculator, so they will give you figures you can work with. Now this is a right angle triangle. That part is A, okay, B, C. AC here, this one here is 6 centimeters. AB is 8 centimeters. You are supposed to find BC, which is your hypotenuse. We know that from Pythagoras theorem. Okay, you can go and watch the introduction. You can go and watch everything we did. The hypotenuse BC will be equal to the hypotenuse, this one here, the one opposite to the right angle, and the 90 degrees, will be BC squared equals AC squared plus AB squared. Okay, so to find this length, 8 centimeters all squared, 6 centimeters all squared will give us this all squared. Okay, so because of the right angle, we'll apply Pythagoras theorem. So BC, that is our diagram again. BC now, that one, will be 6 in centimeters because it's in length, and 6 squared plus 8 squared. Okay, foundation, you need to learn your times table. Okay, because you don't have the calculator, so you have to, so 6 squared is 36, or you add 6 times. Okay, 8 squared, okay, no, you add 6 times. Okay, 8 squared is 64. Okay, or you add 8 times, which will be equal to the length BC. Now 36 plus 64, I showed you how to learn how to add quickly. So 6 add 4 is 10, 3 add 6 is also 30 add 60 is 90. So 90 add 10 is 100. So now the length we want all squared will be equal to 100. So to find that length, BC will be equal to plus or minus the square root of 100. So you're going to get two values for the length BC, that length here, the one that we are supposed to find. Let me remind you again, this is a past paper. Now, so you get the positive and the negative 10, but because it's a length, we are going to choose the positive. So our answer, because the unit is in centimeters, that will also be a centimeter. So our answer will be 10 centimeters. Okay. So this is a quick start I want to show you. So I wanted to show you that these are questions that come. Okay. So that is your diagram here to find BC, and the answer is 10. So if you don't understand, if you're a foundation student, take a paper, draw the diagram for yourself and see if you can work through. Okay, and use the knowledge of times table to solve it without a calculator. Okay, and remember it's length, so you are going to choose the length of it. Now we've been doing histograms, so we are going to continue our lesson on histogram today. Okay, to the recorded speed of vehicles on the M6 is the motorway. So we have motorways. If you are traveling from maybe London to Birmingham, London to Leeds, Leeds to Birmingham, there is a motorway and it's been labeled. So now M6 recorded vehicles, okay, and tabulated it over the miles per hour, the hours they were doing, and then they did a table. Okay, but in this question they didn't give us a table, they gave us the histogram. So I deduced the table from the histogram. Okay, and they can do that for higher students. With foundation student, they might give you a table and ask you to complete. So this information, I deduce it from the histogram. So I took the histogram, the y-axis is the frequency density, and then I look at the class weight on the x-axis, and then I use that to find my frequency. Okay, and then from the table I wrote out this. So I did the table. Okay, the table wasn't given. So now copy and complete the table. Okay, so I have completed the table using the histogram. Okay, I created this part of the question, so here, so that is the table. I'll pause here for you to look at it, but I'm going to show you how I did it. Okay, so I've done that. How did I do that? So this was the graph I was given here. Okay, let's look at the graph. Okay, and the table wasn't given. So now what did I do? I went on the y-axis, okay, and then I found the frequency density for each bar. Okay, so the first one, my frequency density, if you can look, okay, I just recopied it from the question, is 0.8, and my class width is 30 because it's 0 to 30. The second one, the frequency density is a 5.8 from the scale they gave me, and my class width is 20 because it's 30 to 50. The third one, my frequency density on the y-axis is 8.5, okay, and then my class width is 30, and then the class interval will be from 50 to 80. The last one, my frequency density, if I look at it, it's about 1.2. Okay, it's 1.2 from the scale they use. And then my class width is from 80 to 120, which gives me a class width of 40. Okay, my class interval is 80 to 120. Okay, now on the x-axis they gave me this graph is speed, which is in miles per hour. Okay, and then on the y-axis is cumulative density. Okay, a graph of speed on M6, cumulative density against speed. I added the second line, and then I've put a date for my reference. Okay, so this is the graph I was given. So with this graph, I use it to find these two columns. So immediately I did that, I was able to we'll discuss how I found the frequency. I was able to find the speed, the intervals. I was able to find the class width, and I found the cumulative frequency. Now I know that cumulative frequency equals frequency over the width. So to get the frequency, okay, cumulative density is equal to frequency divided by the class width. So to get the frequency is the class width times the cumulative density. Okay, the frequency density story. We are not talking about the ogive, we are talking about the histogram. Okay, so if I said cumulative, ignore that. So if you multiply 30 by 0.8, you get 24 for your frequency. If you multiply 24 times 5.8, your frequency is 46. The frequency is 116. Okay, because 20 times 5 is 100. Okay, and then 0.8, so it's 116. Okay, this is a calculator paper, so you should be able to use your calculator. 30 times 8.5 is 255. 40 times 1.2 is 48. So now I can easily calculate the cars involved, which is 24, add 116, add 255, add 48. So if you've been given the table, the graph, this is how you start. You start by using the graph. On your y-axis is your cumulative density, and on your x-axis is the class weight. Now reference. So I have completed the table. I was given the graph, but assuming I had the table, then this is the graph I should be getting. The graph I just showed you here. This graph here. Okay, this graph here, which is very exciting because you can use the graph given to do your table, okay? Or if given the table, you can complete the table and draw your histogram, okay? We know that from the first two videos we've done, the criteria for doing a histogram is when you have unequal class weight, because with the cumulative frequency curve you need equal class weight, okay? Don't forget that. And then to find the frequency, here is your frequency density from the graph on the y-axis times the class weight from the graph. And you can also find the speed from the graph, okay, the intervals they use. Now, assuming they gave you the graph, okay, let's look at the graph again. Okay, the first bar, okay, for us to find the frequency, the first bar will be class weight 30 times 0.8. So I've done each bar for you, okay? So the first bar, the cumulative density times the class weight times the cumulative the frequency density. I don't know why I'm saying cumulative this morning. Okay, it's not cumulative, it's frequency density. 24 cars of vehicles, bar 2, 30 times 5.8 is 116 cars, which I went through earlier with you because I've talked you through. Bar 3, 30 times 8.5, which is 255 cars. And then bar 4, 40 times 1.2, which is 48 cars. So if you add all of them, you get a total of 443 vehicles. So if you add this, so that was the vehicles they use, and you were not told in the question, and you were just given the graph. So assuming they asked you, they gave you the graph and they asked you to find how many cars that they recorded the speed, that is what you should get, okay? So 443 vehicles, And we did a similar question last video. Okay, now interpreting graphs, which I've just been talking about. Given a histogram, okay, as we've seen today, you can use it to construct the frequency table and find the frequency or the total sample size, which is the cast, in this case, the cast involved, okay, as shown in the data. We can also use histograms to find median and the interquartile range. You know, in the OGIVE, the frequency, the cumulative frequency curve, I showed you how to do the lower quartile, the upper quartile, and then find the interquartile range. I also showed you how to find the median. You can also do that on your histogram, which I'll do with you hopefully in our next video. Okay, so this is what I have for you today. Please subscribe, share, like, and follow, especially if you know somebody who will be doing their this in a couple of months. Share with them, even if they use it just over the weekend. Okay, it might help them. A question might be a lifesaver. Okay, so share with them. We have a lot of videos. If they have topics they don't understand, maybe wherever they are learning from, they can look on our platform and then look for that topic. Normally I do like 5 videos, explain with examples, and then they can look at the possible questions, okay, and then watch videos, watch the status, just watch as much as they can, okay, just treat it like an extra tuition, okay, and then just go and help yourself. Okay, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next.